Obviously, the administration has come under for a lot of criticism for even mentioning the possibility of reopening the economy at some point in the future, which has been bizarre to me because it seems to me that's the job of every government official, is to try and determine how we get to the point where we can actually go back to work. We can't interminably inflate the currency or borrow from countries that are themselves experiencing now depressions or recessions. The fact that so many people are critical of even attempting to make those sorts of policy considerations is bizarre to me. But how exactly is the White House going about setting up the formula for figuring out when particular areas get back to work? How exactly, what are the inputs on that formula, and what does that look like? Is it more of an art or a science? Are there actual metrics being set up?
Well, I like your last word, metrics. The word that I hear every single day is data. I mean, we have not just the best infectious disease scientists in the country, but the best in the world that are part of the White House Coronavirus Task Force. We are analyzing the data every day. Thanks to the public-private partnership that the President established with commercial labs, now we've done well over 500,000 tests around the country. We're developing very quickly point-of-care tests that'll soon be available at doctors' offices around the country. We have a much better sense of the scope and the impact of coronavirus around America today because of the way the President has marshaled all of the resources of our healthcare system in those incredible commercial labs. But what we're doing now is taking that data on a day-by-day basis, sometimes hour-by-hour basis, and we're putting together the kind of modeling that will inform the President's decision. And the President's made it very clear he wants to open the country up as soon as we responsibly can. He communicated to governors yesterday that as we approach the 15th day of 15 days to slow the spread, we would be offering additional guidance. But in the days ahead, we'll also be analyzing those areas of the country on a county-by-county basis, Ben, where there's actually very little outbreak, but then letting governors make the decision about whether to reopen schools, whether to reopen businesses. There'll always be a certain measure of social distancing until this time has passed and we have a vigorous vaccine for coronavirus, and people will continue to practice those things. We're confident of that. But what the President recognizes is that it's not a choice between putting the health of America first and the economy first. A strong economy contributes to the health and well-being of the American people every day. And so the President is determined, following the data, listening to our health experts, to make sure that our governors have the guidance to be able to make the decisions about how soon they can open up their communities and put America back to work.
Facts don't care about your feelings, and it's a fact that The Ben Shapiro Show is the largest conservative podcast in the nation. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and stay up to date on all of our content.